Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Ciara and today's video, as you can see by the caption, is a Primark testing Huda Beauty dupe kind of makeup look. So this is the look I recreated. If you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching and let's go. I know I look like a hella poodle at the moment, but today's makeup is just going to be like a little... I'm going to be kind of using Penny's makeup, so maybe it's like a Penny's testing makeup. I already did that already, but it's Penny's makeup. It kind of something dupe to the Huda Beauty palettes. So I'm going to show you the palette that I'm going to be using. So I'm using the PS Hey Honey palette, this beauty little here. This is only €3.50 and it has some lovely little shades in it there, and it has like names of the shades. I suppose when you do take it off, obviously you won't really know the names. But really nice peachy colours in there. I think I'm going to dip into the peachy colours definitely. And there's a nice little bronzy kind of pinky bronzy champagne-y colour in there as well. So I'm going to dip into this now. So to get started off, I'm just going to grab my little clip and just move this hair back like that. I know it looks a bit mad, but starting off by priming my skin, I'm going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter Primer, like what I always use really, to be honest. But I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer, getting about 3 pumps of that on my face and just then warming it up on my fingers and just kind of sprucing that into the skin. So once you've kind of basically put that all over your skin, next I'm going to go into my Benefit Professional. Okay, so next into my Benefit Professional, just a little travel size one, grabbing just a little bit of this onto my fingers. It's just really to put it onto my my T-zone or my nose area, because that's where I kind of have more pores. So just grabbing a bit of that on my fingers and just bringing it just a little bit on the forehead, and then just mostly kind of on the nose area, and then slightly on the bit of your cheek also. So once I've kind of got that mixed in, I'm going to let that kind of sit on my skin for a minute, and then next I'm going to go into foundation. So my trusty foundation that I always use is the Maybelline, it's the Maybelline 128 the Maybelline 128 Matte and Poreless Foundation, and this is the perfect shade for when you're tan basically. I'm just put a bit of this on the back of my hand, probably like maybe about 2 pumps, might be a bit more, probably about 3 pumps of that. I'm grabbing my Zoeva Kabuki brush then, and just putting that on my brush and just kind of work that into the skin. Mirror, because I can't really see myself in the viewfinder. My favourite foundation, especially for oily skin, it's like the perfect combination. I think if you haven't seen my my skincare video that has the original skincare products in it, that is really good for controlling your oils on your skin, because like I find if I don't use that, I will get a lot of buildup of oil over the course of the day. So I try to always use that, because it really does make a difference on your skin. It kind of evens out the layer of skin as well, so make sure that you do have like a seamless effect on your face and you look flawless. Might need a little bit more foundation just to cover the forehead area. Anywhere that you feel might need a little bit more coverage, I try to go back over those areas as well. Like I've got a bit of redness just around here, and then a little bit on this side as well. So try to cover as much as you can with the foundation. So once my foundation is done and kind of matched up with my neck area, I'm next going to go into my Maybelline concealer as well, which is... So I'm going to go into the Instant Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye Concealer, and just pop this under my eye, and this is in the shade Light. So just popping some of this under my eye area, on my chin, on my cupid's bow, and on my forehead. I kind of like to map out just slightly on the nose of where, especially if I'm going to be contouring my nose as well, so in the nose. So just let that sit there slightly just for a few minutes. I love that concealer actually. I hadn't used it in a while and then I repurchased it again, but just so handy, like it literally gets all the products out, which is so good as well. Just let that sit on your skin just slightly for a few minutes, and next I'm going to go into to actually cream contour slightly. I'm going to use the Dupe Huda, which is like a cream contour colour. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and my contour brush then as well. I'm going to grab some of that on my brush and just slightly, just on the back part of your face, I'm just going to slightly contour. So just mapping it down slightly. I'm kind of keeping it more so this on this outer area, not bringing it in too far, just to create that definition. So just create that slight little bit of definition just on your cheekbone area. Just putting a bit on my forehead as well, and then doing the exact same thing that I did on this side, right on this side as well. That was literally like 2 pumps onto the back of my hand of that product, and then it kind of does the job really of covering the contour area. If you just want that little bit of lift on your cheekbones. Once you have that all down, that's really just getting the base kind of ready for when you're putting on your powder products then. So it kind of just emphasizes so it doesn't fade. I find that sometimes when you just put powder products down straight off, that they will actually fade during the day. So this kind of gives you that little bit of extra something. So that make sure that like your contour doesn't fade during the day. So once I have that all down, I'm then going to just go back in with my foundation brush and blend out this concealer. Once it's kind of been sitting there, I kind of think that it sits, once it sits on your face slightly, it does hold onto and dry in slightly, so you're not removing any of the product that you did actually put down. So once you have that concealer all blended into your under eye, I'm going to go into then my So Su contour palette and taking the cream shade, which is, sorry, not the cream shade, sorry, the powder shade, which is number 3. I've hit pan already, so you already know I love that product. So I'm just going to grab an angled brush, just grabbing that and just putting a little bit of that under my eye area. I put this on first and then I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter powder as well. So this is just kind of set down the base, and then afterwards then just obviously define, make sure that the pores are completely gone. I go in then with the Charlotte Tilbury and just kind of dust slightly around the rest of the face. So once I've put then that shade number 3, I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury powder, which is in the shade number 1, which is the fairest shade that you can actually get in this product, and just dip, like literally just do 2 dips on it and kind of emphasize it more so just along the nose area and just slightly on the tops of the cheeks as well. Done. That's it. Now my contour today, or just slight bronzing, is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury Face and Sculpt Highlighting Palette. So I'm going to go in with this, and this is in the it's just Film Star Glow Bronze and Glow, so it's this one here. Just really nice natural kind of colours, but I really do like the colour of this. It's actually really nice and subtle. It's not too over the top, because I can go a little bit OTT on the eye bronzer. So just going into the Sculpt shade first and going in with another one of the angle brushes, just to kind of emphasise this more on the outer edge of the face and just working this into the skin, just in circular motions. So as you can see, like, it has a nice little bit of a contour shape going on the face, so it just allows you to define it but not too much. So just, I kind of like to build this up slightly, because I don't like it to be too subtle, but I don't want to be too mad as well at the same time. Just put a bit along my jawline as well, and then grabbing yeah, I think I'm kind of done with that contour shade just at the moment. I'm going to go into like a small little brush just so I can do my nose contour as well. So just bringing it slightly, I kind of like to define it a little bit more just along the bridge area here, just because I find that the shadow that it picks up from there really does make my nose look snatched. So just bringing it slightly, and then just bringing it down a little bit, whatever is left over on your brush, just down onto the tip of your nose as well. Like you can kind of already see that there. And I kind of like to put a little bit just under my lip area as well. Really does define the lip and make it look a little bit more plump as well. Just like that. And I'm going to go into the Charlotte Tilbury, the highlighter that's in this palette as well. Just grabbing another one of my highlighting brushes and just gracing the cheekbones with this. This is kind of my base for my Amrezy highlight. You know, just a little bit subtle, you know. Just above the eyebrow as well. And I'm grabbing that same brush that I contoured my nose with, just to pop a little bit just in the center here of the bridge of the nose. Love that little pop of the glow in there. And that's kind of my base for the highlighter. Next I'm going to go into my Amrezy highlighter, the Ride or Die, which is this little baby here. Sorry for that. This little baby here. This is the most beautiful kind of champagne-y colour. It suits so many different skin tones, like it's just so good. So just like to pop this just on the highest part, just like that. It's like has this wet effect on the face. And I like to then go back into my my contour brush then, just to go over that area where I did put the highlighter down, just so it's blended nicely into the contour as well. Now I'm gonna go in with a different contour colour as well, just on top of the one that I did put down, which is the MUA, which is the Makeup Academy Sun Kissed bronzer, which is just the most beautiful bronzer I've ever used in my life. I normally use it with a different brush, but I'll go in with the same brush that I did my contour with, just to save time. So just bringing that slightly along the outer edge of the face, just to kind of deepen it up a little bit more. Just to deepen it up that slight little bit. So once I have that all, that's kind of my base. No, I'm not finished. I have to do my blusher. Can't forget about the blusher. So grabbing same brush that I was using, multi-use brush, you know, and grabbing a little mirror again, and just kind of working that into my contour and onto the cheeks as well, just like that. So once that's all down, I am going to, so that's my base done, so I'm going to go on to just do my eyebrows, and then I'll come back on and do my eyes for you. I really like this makeup look so far. So I'll be back in 2 minutes and you'll be able to see my eyebrows finito, and then I'll start doing the eyes with the lovely PS Hey Honey palette. So stay tuned. So the eyebrows are done, thank God. They make such a difference to your face. So going in then, literally I'm dropping everything, and I'm typical that I end up wearing a white top and I have like marks of bleeding eyebrow pencil on it, or you know what I mean. So okay, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into this shade here, which is going to be like my transition colour. I think I'm going to stick to more like maybe like the bronzy kind of peachy shade, so this like bronzy colour in here, which would be really cute. So I think I'm going to go into, as I said, I'm going to go into that shade first. I'm going in with just a normal typical blender brush, grabbing some of that. Let's see how this goes. The other ones are from Pennies and they are really good, so I'm expecting good things. I'm going to go for something quite peachy and do a wing as well. So just blending that right into the crease. Going back into that, dipping back, and I'm going to keep this quite high as well, because I want to kind of slightly define my eyebrow. I want to slightly define my my crease as well. Put a nice lighter kind of colour, well sorry, the peachy kind of bronzy colour on it, on the lid. Please tell me everyone is literally watching Love Island, because I actually cannot deal with what's going on. I'm too invested in it. That's the problem. I get way too invested in these types of programs. I was near crying when I was watching Rosie Leaving, which is sad. Like, what the hell, what was going on with me? I was watching it last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was like crying because she was gone. Must be that time of the month, you know. But yeah, so these look really, really nice. I have to say, like, they're showing up really nicely so far, and I'm not like dipping into them too much. Now there is a bit of kickback, but $3.50 for a palette, so you can't go wrong. Be really simple eye look, nothing too major. Don't know why I didn't actually do. I should have zoomed you in slightly. I apologise for that. So just working that into the edge of my crease just to define it a little bit more, because it's not, doesn't seem to be picking up as well on the side. Yeah, like there's like a line or a cast just there on my eye, which always seems to not pick up any product whatsoever. Like I said, just keeping it quite high, bringing it right up to the brow, just on the inner corner. So I think that's quite good for a base. So I'm next going to go into this lovely peachy colour right here. So I'm going to go into a smaller brush, literally the same one I always use. So going into that, I love the colour of that actually, just even that all over the lid would be fab. So going into that colour then, and just working this slightly just along the outer edge of the eye itself, slightly in a little bit. So when I do put down the shimmer, I don't want the shimmer to completely cover the lid, so I might have just that bit of peachy colour just in there. That colour is lovely. Very pretty. And just pack it slightly then around here. This one is nice. It doesn't seem to be picking up as nice, I think, as what I thought it would be, so I don't mind that. Creates some really nice looks with it, like, so. And there's some really, that blue colour is literally like calling my name. So once I have that down, I'm just gonna go back into my big blender brush and just kind of blend that in together. So just this is probably not the best brush to be using for it, but using this side of the brush then, going into that shimmery colour that I said I was going to put on the lid, and just packing this just along, kind of picking up a little bit more gold than what I was expecting, but I'll work with it. Just kind of bring it up slightly over the lid. It's cute, it's nice, it's pretty. It's VKE or Luster Looks, however you know her. She did a look like this the other day, and it was kind of similar, and I loved it. Over there is like a frosty shade in there as well, but I might go over that with over the top of this. Yeah, so I'll go into that like frosty shade and just pop a slight bit of that over the top, just because I did think it was going to be a little bit more on the pinkier side than gold. Probably not even picking up on camera, but it is really, really nice in person, I have to say. You'll see the pictures anyways on my Instagram if you can't really see the glittery kind of glitteriness of it all. And then going back in then to my big blending brush. So once I have that all down, I'm going to go into my my Amrezy highlighter just to highlight the brow bone and also the inner corner as well. So grabbing just a little tapered end brush and just going in, just checking that and popping that on the inner corner. So going back into those two kind of peachy colours, or the transition and also the peachy colour, and just bringing that slightly under the eye area. So once I have that all down there, I'm going to pop on a bit of mascara now. My nose is so itchy. I'm going to pop on a bit of mascara and do, I don't know, I think I might just do a small bit of eyeliner just to emphasise the black kind of just along the lash line itself. So So I'm going to go in and do that, and then I'm going to pop on a pair of lashes. I'll tell you what lashes I'm going to use now in a minute when I have them on. And I'm going to pop on a lip as well and then show you the finished look. Just quite simple and easy to recreate. Very, very easy. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, that is the finished look there. I know I was not meant to do eyeliner, but it started to mess up on me, so I had to go and do a wing. So I put on a pair of Morphe lashes. I'm not too sure what they I think they're Flirty, is that what they're called? But they're the Morphe lashes anyways. Just put on, as I said, the liner, and I did the outer lips as well. I just did just a Primark Toffee lip liner. I put on a NYX liquid lip, sorry, and it is, so I put on like a NYX lingerie liquid lip, and that is in the number 103, I presume. No, just number 3, yeah. So I popped that on top. Kind of kept the toffee lip liner just on the outside of my mouth, just so it makes my lips look a little bit more accentuated and bigger. And I put on so I just popped on a Smashbox gloss on top of that, which is in the name is called Pout. So pop that on top then, and that is the finished look there. My poodle hair that rhymed. So yeah, that's it. That's the finished look there. Nice and kind of summery look. I really like my hair, but I don't know what way to put it. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, so anyways, that is the finished look, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe down below, and if you want to see any more, just always be notified, click the subscribe button as well. And thank you all for watching this Primark eye look, and I'll see you in my next video. See you later. Bye.